One of our topics this week has been this horribly broken, dysfunctional, and completely worthless QOP. But hey, you don't have to take my word for it. Here's the QOP congressman from Texas, Chip Roy.
One thing. I want my Republican colleagues to give me one thing, one, that I can go campaign on and say we did. One. Anybody sitting in the complex, if you want to come down to the floor and come explain to me one material, meaningful, significant thing the Republican majority has done besides, well, I guess it's not as bad as the Democrats.
Well, when you're right, you're right. Although his last remark that the QOP hasn't been as bad as Democrats, that was pure bullshisky. These carnival barkers can't even fulfill the most basic function of governing, namely passing a bill to fund the government to which they belong. But the irony here, of course, is Chip Roy is part of the problem. But hey, don't undersell yourself and your colleagues, Chip. Stepping on your own peckers isn't nothing. And let not your heart be troubled, Chip. So long as you can go back to your constituents and tell them the number of times you own the libs, you'll be just fine. The sad reality is, as useless, as incompetent, and as disinterested, and as unable as they are to actually govern, there are literally millions upon millions of ignorant people who will vote for them anyway. Why? Because they have an R after their names, and the voters don't care any more about actual governing than the QOP does. Remember, there are few in Congress as useless as Marjorie Trader Trash A. Toes Green, and yet she was reelected last year by 31 points. And all she's done, as I said yesterday, is try and impeach any Democrat who has a vowel in their name. The one upside, if the DNC doesn't turn this into and run with it as often as they can and everywhere they can by turning this into an ad, they won't just have fumbled the ball. They will have forfeited the entire game. Seriously, for next year's election, the campaign ads are literally writing themselves. You don't even have to edit this one. It comes gift wrapped.